Days of Our Lives spoilers, a tapestry of truth and turmoil as Salem's next generation takes the reins. In the ever-turning world of Salem, where secrets are currency and bloodlines are battlegrounds, the drama is undergoing a subtle but seismic shift. The legacy children, long in the shadows of their famously tumultuous parents, are stepping into the light, and they are bringing a fresh, complex, and often heartbreaking wave of storytelling with them. This week's explosive spoilers, featuring a nervous Aaron, a confessional Sophia, and a long-awaited reunion for Holly and Ari, are not just isolated plot points. They are the threads of a new tapestry, woven with the sins of the past and the fragile hopes of the future. Tate and Aaron, a crucible of anxiety and insecurity. The relationship between Tate Black and Holly Jonas has been a beacon of youthful, albeit complicated, romance. Having navigated wrongful accusations, separations, and the overwhelming pressure of their family names, they emerged as a couple fans have rooted for. But in Salem, happiness is a temporary condition, and the arrival of Aaron has introduced a potent new variable. Spoilers indicate that Tate's mere presence is enough to make Aaron deeply anxious. This isn't the generic jealousy of a love triangle. It's a more profound, character-driven conflict. Aaron, who likely saw an opening during Tate's enforced absences, now finds his entire connection to Holly threatened by the return of her first true love. Tate isn't just a rival. He is a living embodiment of a shared history and a depth of feeling that Aaron cannot replicate. Tate's anxiety-provoking behavior may not even be intentional. His confidence in his love for Holly, his ease in her presence, and the unspoken understanding they share are a constant, silent rebuke to Aaron's more tenuous position. Every glance, every casual touch, every inside joke is a reminder to Aaron that he is on the outside looking in. This dynamic explores a relatable human emotion, the terror of being a placeholder. Aaron's anxiety is a performance of deep-seated insecurity, a fear that no matter what he does, he can never measure up to the ghost of what was, a ghost who is now very much alive and living in Salem. This storyline is a masterclass in showing, not telling. We don't need a villainous Tate monologuing his intentions. The drama simmers in the quiet moments, in the body language, in the unspoken competition for Holly's heart. It's a battle where the greatest weapon is authenticity, and Tate, for all his past mistakes, holds the upper hand simply by being himself. Sophia and Melinda, a confession that could shatter a dynasty. Meanwhile, in the powerful and perpetually scheming Trask family, another bomb is set to detonate. Sophia, the daughter of the formidable DA Melinda Trask, is poised to confess a life-altering secret to her mother. In a family where image and control are everything, a confession is not an act of contrition. It is a seismic event. What could Sophia possibly confess? The possibilities are as dark as they are tantalizing. Given Melinda's history with her other daughter, Wendy, and her relentless ambition, Sophia's secret could be anything from a hidden pregnancy, a clandestine and dangerous relationship, or an involvement in a crime that could destroy Melinda's career. Perhaps it's a truth about her identity, or a long-buried incident from her past that is now threatening to surface. The confession to Melinda is a fascinating narrative choice. Melinda is not a warm, forgiving figure. She is a strategist, a fixer, and a survivor. Her first instinct will not be to comfort, but to assess the damage and contain the fallout. Sophia's confession is therefore an act of immense courage or desperation. It suggests that the weight of the secret has become too heavy to bear alone, and even the terrifying prospect of her mother's wrath is preferable to the isolation of her truth. This storyline promises to peel back the layers of the Trask family, revealing the human cost of living under a matriarch as iron-willed as Melinda. Will this confession force Melinda to choose between her career and her daughter? Will it reveal a hidden vulnerability beneath her steely exterior? Sophia's moment of truth is more than personal drama. It is a direct challenge to the very foundation of the Trask power structure. Holly and Ari, the sweetness and sorrow of reunion. In the midst of all this tension, a moment of pure, unadulterated joy is on the horizon. The reunion of Holly Jonas and Ariana Horton. This is the kind of storyline that longtime fans cherish, a nod to legacy and the enduring power of friendship forged in childhood. Ari, as Megan Horton's granddaughter and the daughter of the late, beloved Abigail Devereaux, represents a direct link to Salem's royal family. Her presence in town has always been poignant. Holly, despite her own troubles, shares a bond with Ari that exists outside the orbit of their parent, endless feuds and romances. Their friendship is a sanctuary. Their reunion will be a balm, a reminder of innocence in a town that trades in corruption. We can expect scenes filled with laughter, shared memories, and the simple, powerful comfort of being understood by someone who has known you your whole life. They will likely compare notes on navigating life as Horton and Di Mera descendants, finding solidarity in their uniquely complicated positions. However, in Salem, no joy is without its shadow. This reunion will also highlight what Holly has lost during her own ordeals. Seeing Ari's relative stability and the protective embrace of the Horton family may sharpen Holly's sense of isolation and the consequences of her own actions. Their friendship will be a cornerstone for Holly as she navigates the escalating tension between Tate and Aaron, but it may also be a source of painful contrast. This reunion isn't just a feel-good moment. It's an emotional anchor that will ground the more chaotic elements of the narrative in something genuine and heartfelt. Thematic convergence. The past is prologue. What makes these spoilers so compelling is how they thematically intertwine. This is not a case of the show juggling disparate plots. It is a coordinated exploration of truth, consequence, and legacy. The burden of truth. Sophia is actively confessing her truth, regardless of the cost. Holly and Ari's friendship is built on a foundation of shared, honest history. In contrast, the tension between Tate and Aaron is a dance of unspoken truths and unacknowledged fears. Each storyline presents a different facet of what it means to live with or hide one's reality. The weight of legacy. Tate is Brady Black's son, grappling with a family history of addiction and passion. Holly is the daughter of Nicole Walker, a woman who has reinvented herself countless times. Ari is a Horton, a name synonymous with morality and family, but also with immense tragedy. Sophia is a Trask, born into a world of political maneuvering. They are all navigating lives pre-written by their parents' choices, trying to carve out their own identities while shouldering the baggage of their surnames. The anxiety of the new guard, Aaron's anxiety, is symbolic of a larger theme. The established order of Salem is being challenged by its own children. They are making their own mistakes, falling in their own love, and creating their own scandals. The Aarons of the world, the outsiders, the new arrivals, are right to be anxious. They are trying to break into a system that is inherently closed, a world where history repeats itself with a frightening, almost gravitational pull. As these stories unfold, we are witnessing the baton being passed. The days of our lives are no longer solely about the epic romances and vengeful schemes of John, Marlena, Steve, and Kayla. The new generation is here, and their dramas are just as rich, their heartbreaks just as sharp, and their struggles for truth and identity are forging the next chapter in Salem's unforgettable history. The week ahead promises not just spoilers, but a significant step in the evolution of this beloved institution.